The Department of Special and Area Studies Collections contains materials from all over the world and from all across time. These books, manuscripts, and archives are all here for you to use, and while they're each special in their own ways, getting to them is a little different from requesting books from our other library branches like West or Marston. In this short video, we'll show you how to locate special collections materials in our library catalog. We'll provide some tips for searching and filtering the catalog, and we'll show you how to request these materials for use in our reading rooms. One key division between our collections is between published sources, like books, newspapers, and pamphlets, and unpublished sources, think manuscripts, letters, or archival papers. We'll talk about searching our archives in another video, but it's important to know that if you're looking for information on a subject, you should look in both places. For now, let's get to the catalog and look for materials in the rare book collection. To get to the catalog, you can use the link from our website, shown here, or the search box on the library homepage. Even though they're in the same catalog as contemporary books, special collections materials can vary greatly in their descriptions depending on how old they are, where they're from, or what language they're in. It's important to know that the name that you give, or your professor gives a book, might not be what the catalog calls it. To show you what I mean, I'm going to search for our earliest edition of works by the Roman poet Virgil, and I'll use his Latin name in the search, Publius Virgilius Maro. This search returns results across all of our library collections, but it's best to start broad with general terms. I can now use the filters on the left-hand side to sort my results. Under the Library tab, I can restrict the search to Special Collections, which will limit to almost all materials held by our 13 different collections here in the department. Next, I can use the Location facet to select a particular collection, in this case, Special Collections, Rare Books. That's still a good number of results, but I can use the Sort By feature to organize them in chronological order, or if I'm looking for a particular range, I can go to the Publication Date facet and enter the years that I want. And here's our book. There are a few important parts to this record. The first is the item's call number, which you can use to request it. There's also the Send To menu, where you can copy the durable link, sometimes called a permalink, which will get you back to this specific catalog entry. You can also email the record to yourself, and email any of these pieces of information to us to request the book. We'll talk about that more a little later. Scrolling down the record to the Details section will give you a little bit more information about this particular copy, and since every copy of a rare book can be a little bit different, you'll want to check the Local Notes area for any information that's been recorded about ours. This section tells you more about the annotations and the binding on the book. If you're looking for materials that deal with the Caribbean, you'll want to add one more library to your search. I'll show you what I mean by looking for rare materials that deal with the history of Jamaica, so I'll start by typing that into the search bar. Our Latin American collections have a separate library facet. So when I go to filter my results in the library facet, like before, I'll select multiple facets this time, U.F. Smathers Special Collections and U.F. Smathers Latin America. Clicking Apply Filters will apply both of these to the search, and you can do this with any number of facets within a particular category. Next, I'll do the same thing under the Location facet, selecting both Special Collections, Rare Books, and Latin America, Rare Books, and then I'll click Apply Filters. You can also save your filters up at the top by clicking Remember All Filters. This will give me materials from across both collections. Some of these will be European books about Latin America, and some will be books that were printed in Latin America. I see the book that I know to look for, Hans Sloane's Voyage to Jamaica from 1707. You should check it out too, because this is an amazing book. Come on, look at it. And if you like natural history, we've got plenty more where that came from. Once you've found the materials you'd like to use, you'll need to email their call numbers or catalog entries to us so we can retrieve the materials for you. All of our materials are kept on closed stacks, and while most of our requests can be filled within a few hours, some materials might take a day or more to retrieve, so it's best to ask for them in advance of your visit. From the catalog entry for any item, you can copy either the call number or the durable link, the permalink, to the clipboard. This is what you'll use to request the item from us. Remember, our catalog can also email the information from individual records to you, which you can then pass on to us and keep for your own reference as well. Once you have that information, the next step is to get in touch with our public services. You can either email our public services mailbox directly at special@uflib.ufl.edu, or you can use the contact form on our website, shown here. When you get in touch, please let us know if there are times you'd like to come and use the materials, and we can work with you to arrange a time when the materials will be ready. Our website also lists directions and our reading room policies and procedures, so please look over these before you come visit. If you're having trouble finding something or want to know where else you can look, the most valuable resources we have are the curators and staff who work in these collections. You can find contact information for us all here on our website, and if there's a topic that you're interested in pursuing, we can help suggest where to look both within and beyond our own collections at UF. All of our collections are here to be used, whether you're a member of our campus community or you're coming to us from across the city, country, or the world. It's our job to help you get the most out of your visit, and we're all happy to help you answer questions about our collections. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you soon.